The 911 shows might have lost a spin-off with the cancellation of 911, Lone Star, but they are set to expand their universe in 2025 with the addition of 911, Nashville on ABC, and Rob Lowe would like to make an appearance. While the flagship series is set in Los Angeles, following a group of first responders in their jobs and personal lives, the Nashville series will set itself apart by incorporating the music scene of the area into the new series, with some of the first responders even being musicians. While the 911, Nashville cast is all set to be new, led by Chris O'Donnell, that does not mean there will not be some crossover or cameo appearances from the larger universe. It seems more likely that if there are cameos, they will come from the actors in 911, which the new series will air alongside. It is still possible, however, to see appearances from those in 911, Lone Star or those actors who have already left the series, like Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe wants to reprise Owen Strand in 911, Nashville. Lowe previously starred in 911, Lone Star. 911 Lone stars Rob Lowe as Owen Strand. Rob Lowe previously starred as Owen Strand in 911, Lone Star. Owen moved to Texas from New York with his son to lead a firehouse that had recently lost most of its firefighters. He also makes the move after being diagnosed with lung cancer, so his time on the show is coupled with his treatments until he is in remission. At the end of the series, however, Owen was revealed to have moved back to New York, just because Lowe's time on 911, Lone Star, and the series itself, has ended does not mean that Lowe is completely done with the character. Lowe recently voiced his desire to play Owen Strand again in 911, Nashville. While Lowe wanting to play the character does not necessarily mean he will definitely show up in the series, with his brother as one of the executive producers of the series, it does seem an appearance would be easier for him than it might be for other actors who have been involved in the shows before. How Owen traveling to Nashville after missing Judd's promotion makes Lone Star's ending worse. It would be a surprising move. The 911, Lone Star ending presented the audience with a fake-out concerning Owen's survival. The episode led the audience to believe he sacrificed his life to save the rest of the main characters, but a time skip revealed he survived his ordeal and actually moved back to New York to lead a firehouse there. This ending means that Owen missed out on Judd's, Jim Parak, promotion during that time skip as well. Judd was Owen's right hand during much of the series. Judd was also a close friend of Owen's. As the only survivor of the original crew at the firehouse before Owen took over, Judd had a lot of baggage to work through during the series, but he and Owen made it work, and they were both stronger for it. Owen missing out on Judd's promotion in order to make the audience believe Owen actually died was disappointing for the audience already, but seeing Owen make the trek to Nashville when he was not there for Judd would also be a disappointment. There are already some who believe that Owen should have died in the series finale. Owen was, after all, fully prepared to sacrifice himself for his team. It would have brought the show full circle since it began with a single member of the firehouse left alive, but with the series ending, all of the characters were given their version of a happy ending instead. With that in mind, not even seeing Owen congratulate Judd on taking over is a bit of a letdown. The writers would have to come up with an incredibly convincing reason for Owen to pop up in 911, Nashville in order to make the storyline work. Lone Star's characters must appear in 911, Nashville first before Owen. Using the characters who remain in Texas makes more sense. Judd, Owen Strand, Buck, Hen, and Eddie in the 911, Lone Star crossover. With Owen making the move back to New York in the 911, Lone Star series finale, it would seem like he was being set up for a potential New York spin-off instead of an appearance in the Nashville series. It would make more sense for the new show to actually use those characters who are still in residence in Texas instead. Geographically, it seems unlikely that characters from 911, which is all the way on the West Coast, would be popping up in Tennessee, even though the flagship series is still on the air. Of course, there is always the potential for characters to be taking a vacation to Nashville or have a more personal connection to one of the new characters we do not know about just yet.